All right, welcome to everybody's favorite Red Mage, episode number 77. I'm Noah Wei, aka Spencer, and this is a 5-minute breakdown of a red Magic the Gathering card. Properties, missed opportunities, honestly what I think. You can find me on twitch.tv/NothingWay for a $0 free experience on MTG Arena. I'll show you how to get it done. Today is the card from the set The Brothers War, Mishra, Excavation, Prodigy. It's 3 mana, 2 colorless and a red for a 2/1 legendary creature, human artificer, and it's an uncommon. His abilities, he has haste, and for 1, tap, discard a card, draw a card. Whenever you discard 1 or more artifact cards, add 2 red mana. This ability triggers only once each turn. Another spicy artifact manipulator. Now, as you can see in the picture, we have Mishra as a little young prodigy, right? Hence the name. 3 mana for a 2/1 is very, very tiny. It's expensive, right? It's expensive for a 2/1 at the 3 mana spot, but the fact that it has haste gives it, a little bit more of a boon, right? It makes it feel a little better. However, the fact that you have to pay 1 and tap it makes this more of a turn 4 type of fun card, right? Unless you have other ways, other artifacts hanging out, Mind Stones and artifacts that give you mana. Here, if you don't have any that you played out earlier in the turn, like Power Stones or whatnot, then I don't know. Power Stone doesn't do that. Anything of that nature, then this is a 4 mana 2/1. Right, discard a card, draw a card is always good, right? I think we call that looter. So you have a looter in red. At least you don't exile it. That's funny. But here you have an ability to get more red mana. Now, red has this fun ability, this fun theme of putting artifacts in the graveyard. And then getting advantages from playing with artifacts in the graveyard. Either you manipulate the artifacts by putting them in the graveyard, from the graveyard into play, or you find them in your library and you put them into play, or you put they're in your hand and you put them into play, or you find ways to find artifacts back into the game, right, for some fun way. Here, you are able to discard artifact cards and get 2 red mana. So essentially, it's trying to kind of pay for itself. The fact that you draw a card gives you a slight boost, right? So if you do have a way to, give yourself another card and 2 red mana, that will give you, heck of an advantage. And because it doesn't limit you at sorcery speed, you get to do this in your opponent's turn. You get to do this in response. This makes this card really, really dynamic when it comes to giving you red mana, especially if you have an artifact in your hand. Now, when I read this, it says discard 1 or more. It only seems... I'm wondering how you can discard more cards if this ability triggers only once each turn. Right? Whenever you discard 1 or more artifact cards, add 2 red mana. Add 2 red mana. This ability triggers only once each turn. But if you discard more, well, let's say I get it. If you are able to untap it, which you can, there are ways to untap creatures, and you were able to looter again, use its discard and draw a card ability, which is possible, right? You can draw a card, but you don't get 2 red mana. That's fine. I get it. There's a cute card. There's a lot of ways we can manipulate artifacts. If this is another way to get your artifact in the graveyard, I think it's a really good idea. But for 4 mana, seems kind of heavy. I know why they said it that heavy, because they don't want you to exploit it, right? They don't want this to be showing up in Legacy for some reason at 1 red mana, right? So I think 3 mana makes a lot of sense. I think adding the 1, but the fact that it's a 1 colorless makes it very tempting to have artifacts that produce colorless mana and get to tap for you to activate the looter ability. So I think I'll give this card like a cool B-, C+, because the you could take advantage of it, but it needs other helper cards. But if there's something you can see that I don't see, go ahead and tell me, all right? Thanks for your time. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Is there something here that you see that I don't? Let me know with a comment on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, or you could tell me on twitch.tv/NoFingWay. All right, last, let me know what other card I should review, okay? You decide. Episode 77 in the books. Peace.